Oops. Hold on. Wrong opening screen, but we got there. Hello, everyone. How we doing today? I hope everyone's doing well on this fine Saturday evening. Hope everyone had a good week. I had a decent week, looking back on it. Little busy at work, but it's kind of par for the course. Non-Triangle, hi! Welcome! Good to see you! What have you been up to? Hope all is well. We are back again with more SHUTEN order. Currently watching from Los Angeles, 1999 because of how cold it's been. Yeah, it's definitely been cold in some places, so... The snow... Not fun. Not fun driving in snow, I'll tell you that. I have a license, I can drive. I don't really like driving, like not even on a good day. It's not really my favorite thing to do. Especially on like highways and stuff. But you factor in like ice and snow into that, ugh, gives me so much high blood pressure. Been alright, good to hear, good to hear. We are going to be playing more Ministry of Justice route today on SHUTEN order. I don't actually know how long this route is. I have to assume we're kind of getting close-ish. I don't think we'll like finish today, but like 2 more streams? 3 maybe, if we're lucky. Because like we're getting to the quote-unquote in-game deadline. So, hopefully. We'll see, though. Things have certainly been happening. We haven't really touched on the overall mystery or narrative at all yet. It's just kind of been... I feel like I'm playing discount Ace Attorney investigations at the moment, but... yeah, we're getting there. I guess we'll see what happens today. Yeah, let me actually go to the gaming screen this time at the correct time. Yes, thank you, Spike Chunsoft. Work of fiction. So far, it seems like there's only 2 good characters in this route. Yeah, and it's Ray and oh fuck, what was his name? See, I don't even Inugami, that's his name. Yeah, it's Ray and Inugami, low-key. The characters, I'm sorry, they're not doing it for me. Most of them are like Ace Attorney witnesses. If Ace Attorney witnesses didn't each have a fun little gimmick to differentiate them. And also, Ace Attorney witnesses usually don't stick around quite this long, and the main Ace Attorney characters have a lot more depth than this. Let me put it this way. Rei and Inugami are like on par with my enjoyment of Ace Attorney witnesses, and the side characters in this game are like a decent rung below that. Okay, when was the last time I saved? This one. Ignore the playtime, I left it open on my computer. I have not been playing SHUTEN order for 23 hours. With that, the second Kukuri family inheritance meeting was adjourned. But you know what? If nothing else, I can crack jokes at the game, so we'll have a good time either way. I've gathered a greater part of what happened here, but the one who carried out Tsukujiro's murder is still a mystery, because someone set a jigsaw trap. Who could have? Glancing at everyone standing up, I sat there, unable to move for a bit, and I came to find myself alone in that hall. Oh god, not these 2. You did great, Ray! These 2 piss me off because, like... They're like kind of big side characters, but they have literally done like fuck all in terms of actually helping. They've told me to pray, and that's about it. And they also have the personality of like fortune cookie wrappers. Like, to think you actually have a knack for detective work. I really think that is what bothers me about this game. It's just like the dialogue and characters are not charming. Like, they're not the worst I've ever seen. Like, it's coherent. It makes sense. Like, I can understand what they're saying, but what they're saying is just not very interesting, in my opinion. Again, compared to, like, your Danganronpas, your Ace Attorneys, your Zero Escapes, your Eye the Somnium Files, which just had such memorable characters. Oh shit, I didn't even get to read that. Maybe I do have a knack for it. True. When God's trial is over, maybe I should quit being the founder and be a detective. You mean a cult leader? Slide. Whoop. See, they have to be, like, corporeal, right? Like, they have to be able to be seen, otherwise they wouldn't hide every time someone else is around. Which makes no sense to me, because if they are actually angels, why would they not just be able to be visible to me, you know? Or just disappear on whim. The sound of a door sliding shut. Ooh, she was spying. Miss Mizuno? What is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Were you speaking with someone? No. Ray when she lies. Himaru and Mikotoru seem to have hidden themselves. That's a relief. Okay, so maybe they can disappear. But still. The meeting was rough. Seemed like everyone was out to get you. What else is new? But you stuck up for me till the end. We're not even gonna get interesting Yuri between these two. Why would you do that for me? I'm not sure. I don't even really know. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I talk about, like... Oh, hello, my tracking is busted. Hold on. Hello? Whoa, okay. I think we're back. Anyway, no, this is what I was talking about when I say that the characters are not interesting. Like, let's dissect this, right? Oops, wrong button. The way I can't even remember. Okay. The meeting was rough. It seemed like everyone was out to get you. But you stuck up for me till the end. Why? Why would you do that for me? Now, this is an opportunity for Ray to actually, like, stand for something. To actually have an opinion on something. To give us insight into what she thinks and where, like, her moral code lies. We just don't get that. She's just like, oh, I don't know. And that's not interesting. That doesn't give me insight onto who Ray is. And I just find that way less interesting than if they actually let her answer. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's probably for the narrative. Most of these protagonists are blank slate characters, but you can have your quote-unquote blank slate protagonists and still have them be interesting, in my opinion. I've seen it done. Hello, ¿cómo estás? Y como... sorry, it's too small on my screen to read. Buena suerte. Yeah, I do not know much Spanish, admittedly. What's the word? Un poco en la escuela, 4 años, pero no buena. That's kind of the extent of my Spanish abilities, unfortunately. Yeah, not even like it's a right thing to do, which is just the most, you know, basic anime protagonist, like, nice person. We don't even get that, so that's what I mean when just a more concrete example of when I say these characters really aren't doing it for me. But the words just flowed out of me naturally. I couldn't just stand there and let it happen. See, okay, that's a little more what I'm looking for. Give Rei some agency. I feel like Rei... this is a problem I had with the fourth Ace Attorney game as well, is I felt like the main character had very little agency. It didn't feel like the story was progressing because of the main character's choices. It just felt like they were kind of being dragged along through the story, and I find that less compelling. Like, you want your story to be driven by the character's actions, especially your protagonist. And I feel like, at least in this route, or even the game as a whole, yeah, Rei has had very little agency. You seemed like you would start confessing even though you didn't do it. Then the one that should be confessing would have gotten away with it. Okay, see? This is more what I mean, right? You should have led with this before I went into my tangent about it. That would be unforgivable. I see. I couldn't allow it. The person that killed me just going on with life with no consequence. There we go. See, Rei, you should have led with this. This is what I mean. But we hadn't gotten any of this up until now, which is more what I was basing my earlier tangent on. But like, yeah, this is what I mean. Like the idea that Rei believes in consequences for the real perpetrators, driving her actions, and why she wants revenge on her killer. Sure, great, I love that angle. Let's stick with this. The most likely culprit, Kishiru Inugami. I do think the whole like will of God deciding who the culprit is and just making that gospel is a little clunky, but I won't harp on that too much. We gotta get the story going somehow. But for someone like me, can you stop the someone like me thing? Thank you, Rei. I feel like Rei heard me talking shit about her character and just decided to lock in and actually start having a personality. Don't deny the truth just because of someone like me. Doesn't matter whom it is. You should express yourself. Status or environment are irrelevant. You are no different than them. Right? But someone... Oh, girl. Okay, this is starting to get a little annoying. It's like, you know that person who, like, does something and you very gently point out, like, hey, maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And you're like, oh, it's fine. And they're like, no, I'm sorry. I said it's fine. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm sorry. Like, that is the same energy that I'm getting from her. Yeah, see, like, apologizing for apologizing type. You said it again. Really? It seems putting myself down has become a habit. Take more pride in yourself. Fight this absurd situation. You've also been fighting, haven't you? And I'm still fighting now. What's absurd is being murdered and coming back so incomplete. Shut up. What? Poor girl. Is someone there? No, I meant that the world needs to shut up. Great recovery, Rei. Anyway, would you mind spending some time with me? Spending time? With you? Please give her some personality, I'm begging you, other than shy and nice. I still don't know who the murderer that set the trap in your room was. I would like to look around Kiyomasa's room to flush them out. Oh, I see. She's like, damn it, this wasn't a date. Of course. Oh, girl, you don't get it. The culprit would have sneaked into Kiyomasa's room to steal the gun. They might have left some clues behind. So please help me with the investigation. But for someone like me to... Girl, we gotta stop. Okay. I used to frequently go into the master's room, so I might notice if anything is different. The room is this way. I will lead you there. Thank you. Okay, it was a decent scene. Gave me a little bit of what I was looking for. Ooh. That is a lot of guns. This is an investigation, right? Oh, we got the dead wife on the counter. Yeah, that's right. I'm a little nervous. This is my first investigation. Is there anything different than it used to be? I wonder if we're gonna have a twist that's like... Ooh. Sorry, I was just thinking about this guy, right? And he, like, died of illness. What if it's a setup? What if he's not dead? Have we seen this guy's face? I don't think we have. I'm wondering almost if it's like he faked his death and did all this to see which of his children is the most worthy of the inheritance. And if that's the case, I think the company CEO is probably the most likely to be like him in disguise based on age and looks. I could be completely off base with this, because why wouldn't the children like recognize their father's face? You would need some crazy explanation like Ray's identity concealing apparently half mask type shenaniganery, but just a thought. No, not yet. Everything is the same. Okay, can you tell me where to look? No, okay. Let's just go left to right then. Unbelievable amount of guns. This must be the collection Yuichi mentioned. Okay. I'm not gonna snap on anything at first. Oh god, okay. This probably is not relevant. Counter. Old picture. Young woman, maybe his wife. Sure, we'll ask about this. This has to be kind of relevant. No? Do you know this woman? Okay, maybe not. I've heard it was the master's late wife. She passed long before I started working here, so I've never met her. As long as you don't get penalized. I got married before the master became successful. He was poor, and it was hard on her. So to thank her, he was diligent with his work. Yet, despite his success at work, she passed away. Is that so? The woman dressed in the photo is dressed fairly modestly. So, he was frantically making money for her. But his wife's death turned the means to an end, and he spun out of control. And that might have led to the illegal tobacco growing and smuggling. It did? He wouldn't need the money anymore, though. I don't know. What do I know? Check the drawer. It's locked. Alright, I don't have a key. So we'll have to find it, yeah. Do you have it? Mizuno looks like she has something to say. Snapping on Mizuno's piece will provide some help. But... where was it? I can't snap on that. Mizuno's piece. Mizuno's piece of what? The Earth is round. Yep, good job, Ray. Like here? No, okay. Alright, I guess we will snap on the gun collection. I feel like this is important. The revolver Tsukijiro tried to use and the derringer from the trap were taken from here, then. Yes, most likely. Only the master had an interest in them. They scared me, so I stayed away too. So I didn't notice they were missing. Okay, not really, again, not much of importance. Book is The History of Sacrifices. Long ago, the country, aiming to maintain global harmony. Sacrifices have already been mentioned, but are these the sacrifices Mikotoru was talking about? Difficult books, economics. Okay, let's ask about sacrifices. That feels lore accurate. Or I guess lore relevant is a better word. Sacrifices are made over a long period. Without the nourishment of sacrifices, earth will rot and sun will burn out. Okay, so we're just doing human sacrifices. Cool. Their ancestors had sacrificed themselves for the earth, so they too had to do the same. In other words, the country was built on mass sacrifice. Becoming a sacrifice was honor, the dead were honored, and their bodies piled up in the city centers. They were the world's cornerstones. The tradition continued for 30 years until the world stabilized. So, like, did we cause the apocalypse or something? The bodies piled up to form a large human-shaped statue, the symbol of glory. I wonder if this is all like one big quarantine, you know? Because I keep talking about how the SHUTEN order symbol looks like a... like the hazmat symbol, or like the toxic symbol. I don't know exactly what it's called, but glory, honor, pride. The symbol of glory now towers the city, viewable everywhere. SHUTEN orders followers hold the utmost respect for those who saved the world. Blessed be the SHUTEN order. The symbol of glory is the ominous statue in Central Park, right? So it's made up of the corpses. Oh, we're just taking that literally, I guess. Okay, corpse statue. How crazy is the SHUTEN order? I mean, we're calling for the end of the world and you were the head of it, so... Miss Mizuno is a follower, and I was the founder. Ugh, or am I the crazy one who can't comprehend it? Okay, what is this, like a heart rate monitor? Medical equipment. A bed. Let's look under the bed, I guess. According to Mr. Domon, the day he passed, he was strong enough... He faked it. Sorry, I don't want to, like, fake claim someone's death, but if we're talking about how he was strong enough to walk around the manor, bro could not have been that sick. Again, that's not me being like, oh, you can't be sick and walk, but, like, they're really hammering this home. Yes, I was very surprised, too. He apparently used a medicine he had stashed away, but did you give it to him? No, I don't know anything about it. Mr. Shiratori said he didn't know either. I tried to accompany him since I was worried, but he said it was unnecessary. He had been bedridden, but was suddenly able to walk alone? It was strange. I had thought maybe he'd gotten better. The next day... Oh, now that I think about it, as he was walking, he said some strange things. Things like, I can hear voices, and wake up. Are we living in like a VR? Is that what's going on, maybe? Like, it feels like that old coma theory, like, wake up, Mike, like... Maybe the world ended, and so to preserve humanity, we all plugged ourselves into VR, and that's how we can do all this, like, absurd supernatural stuff. Again, I am literally throwing stuff at the wall. And when the world ends, they talk about, like, they're just gonna shut down the VR. It seemed like he was talking to himself, so I left it alone. Could that be related to the strong side effects Domon mentioned? You know, or he could have been tripping. That too. Alright, let's do the medical. I feel like I found very little of actual substance. Kiyomasa used these, yes? Yes. But they weren't to treat anything. They only monitored his condition. Every night I would use various functions to check and record his benchmark scores. Benchmark scores? I don't really get it, but maybe it's a term in the medical field? I mean, it's not, like, exclusive to the benchmarks are done in a lot of things, but... Okay, see, that was not anything. Alright, is there anything here? Guns, hunting, trapping, death penalty. A lot of guns, okay. Womp 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 womp. This is... Bro would have loved the Second Amendment. Alright, Literally the only thing left is like the fucking drawer. Hold on. I gotta do it unlocked. Oh, do I have something? Not really. Like what? I feel like I don't have the thing I'm supposed to have yet. Desk drawer is locked. Where could the key be? She's like, hey. Doesn't speak up. Mizuno looks like she has something to say. Maybe snapping on Mizuno's piece will provide some help. What does that mean? Like, oh shit. Yeah. Does that mean like doing this? Her testimony? Is it something like this? So yes, feels incorrect, yeah. I thought it might be out of place. Oh, maybe this was right. So I didn't say anything, but that drawer isn't locked, it just sticks. Why did... Okay, but why did I have to like put her fucking alibi into the... into the slot? That's not what I wanted. I guess I can't look at my current bullets. Like, that makes... I guess they had to put that hint in there because no one would have gotten it otherwise. But usually, when you put evidence in the thing, it directly correlates to what you're trying to do. Putting Mizuno's alibi into that slot has nothing to do with the drawer. I'm just supposed to, like, get Mizuno to talk more? Why did I have to do that? Just have Mizuno speak up from the start. I don't get it, but whatever. Drawer isn't locked, it just sticks. Is that so? I'm sorry. I thought I would get yelled at for speaking out of turn. When have I ever yelled at you? How sad. How poorly she must have been treated up till now. I guess, but like, I thought the main guy was nice to her. Getting yelled at over everything is how you wither away like this. No, thank you for telling me. So how do we open it? Right, the master would lift the desk up like this. Ooh, a diary. Are we gonna read a dead man's journal? It opened. Was I of some help? Of some help? I would have given up without you. Thank you. No, I apologize I didn't say anything sooner. What are you talking about? I should have asked. No, you should have said something. No, it is not our duty to ask about something we could not have possibly inferred. No, it is your duty to speak up, especially if you're trying to help. Alright, the contents then. It's the Master's journal. Dear Diary, today... He often wrote in it when I started working here. I wonder if it's okay to read it. What's he gonna do about it? But it bothers me a little, but it's for the investigation. Hello, Boss Buster. Welcome. A doctor came for that drug today, too. He demands a lot despite being no help. The doctor has been trying to get me to say how I make that drug. He could never wrap his head around what's happening in that greenhouse. That drug? Is it not the tobacco? Is there still some secret within the greenhouse? You mean other than the fact that it rotates? I can feel myself weakening. To think I would get this frail. It's probably the drugs I've made, but they allowed me to achieve wealth. However, handing over that treasure to my sons after death is worrying. Is there any way I could change inheritance laws? I'll have to ask Inugami. I was told changing the law wasn't possible, but he did suggest a will. I see. That's a good idea. Now I can stop worrying. But what would Yori think? I can never be grateful enough for her. I don't know what that says. The character try was written in deep red on the next page. This might be a language barrier thing. He was worried about his sons. Okay. That symbol specifically, I mean. What is this? Miss Mizuno, do you have any idea what this is? I'm not sure. It is the master's handwriting, but it feels like it has some sort of grudge imbued in it. Maybe I did something to make him resent me. Girl, what? I have never seen... You weren't even mentioned or hinted at. And you're just like, maybe he hates me. Girl, get up. Get some self-esteem. You are so spineless. No, he only wrote with gratitude when taught. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have no basis. Master. This girl's giving Shoma 100-line a run for his money. Master. She must be flustered after seeing that disturbing page in Kiyomasa's diary. I know she's not. I don't think the game would have the balls to make something that interesting. But I would love it if she's the culprit and she's just been playing everyone the whole time. I know she's not. I know it's not the point. But, like, at this point, it would make her so much more interesting. Almost anything would make her more interesting. Kiyomasa probably wanted you to receive the inheritance. So, be proud. Accept it. I'll watch over you, so let's go tomorrow together. Okay. Yoichi, please reconsider. Yoichi! Was that voice Miki Kukuri? It sounds like it came from the garden. Let's go see what's going on. I sure hope someone's not dead. Oh no. Not one of the characters I couldn't give less of a shit about. No. No, stop. Come back. Yuichi! Open this now! Is something the matter? Oh, the phony detective. Yoichi said he's staying in the greenhouse until 11 tomorrow and shut up in there. I mean, he's probably scared for his life. Because it's safe in the greenhouse. So, what's your issue? Huh. I see. I suppose that is true. What are you talking about? If anything happened to him, all of the inheritance would go to that foul woman. I couldn't stand that. If that's how it is, then... Stop! Are you mad? If you commit a crime, then the entire inheritance will be taken away. You're right. Thank you. That calmed me down. Anyway, I'm going to wait patiently till tomorrow's meeting. I'm looking forward to it. Inheritance! Inheritance! Yuichi is locked up in the greenhouse. I hope nothing happens. The condition for receiving the inheritance is to survive until noon tomorrow. Then Mizuno might also be in danger. Let's... Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far. We'll just pat her on the back. I doubt this choice has any consequence because it's this game and our choices are the most fluffy, stock standard, unimportant bullshit. But let's reassure her. Oh, see? See? Not even a single... Hold on. Watch this. Watch this play. See? Literally the exact same line. Not even a single different piece of flavor text. Why give me the choice? Genuinely. Is it so I have the illusion of having a voice in this game? But like at that point it's just insulting. Just don't have it at all. So try not to worry and get some sleep. I couldn't accept that. I don't want to be a burden. Oh my god, girl. You're being more burdensome by being this insecure. I'm just sitting in the hall for a few hours. I've experienced far worse. Yeah, that's true. My leg is in a briefcase right now. Don't worry about me. Thank you. I'll take you up on your kindness then. Please, watch over me. My prince. Oh my god. Huh? It's nothing. That's a girl. I mean, I'm all for it, but I think she should probably know that's a girl. Nothing. Night is quite long. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. We're only getting older, baby. And of course, whenever I'd like to have someone to talk to, those two are— we don't want them. We don't want them. Trust me, Ray. It's not worth it. Anyway, once tomorrow's meeting ends, I can get back to the real problem. There shouldn't have been any need to be caught up in this unrelated case at all. Wow, Ray, I completely agree. I sure hope the narrative justifies this side quest by having it actually be related. Otherwise, we've just been fucking around wasting our time. I don't have time for this. What am I doing here? That's what I've been saying. How did it take you like 3 days to even have this cross your mind? It's only your entire life on the line. Please, watch over me. That may be all the reason I need to be here. Fair enough, pretty girl. But like, that made me happy. Maybe even my hollow self can be of use to others. Thank you, God. Finally, some character. Ray shakes you. I don't want to lose anything else. I'm gonna overcome tomorrow and get myself back. For sure. I was really hoping this would be a fun buddy cop story with Inugami. What could have been. Huh? But like, at least we're getting a little bit of character. At this point, I am like desperate for table scraps. Ooh. Close one. I was about to fall asleep. Pulling an all-nighter sitting there? That's kind of impressive, Ray. Okay. It'd be really fucked if she was dead in her room, though. It's okay. I can stay up. Plus, the sun's starting to come up. Somebody! Help! Someone help! Oh no, I sure hope the third brother hasn't been murdered. It might be the wife, though. Was that Mr. Domon? Who was— oh, she's not dead. Damn. Not that I wanted her to die, I just think it would have been an interesting plot twist. Like, establishing Ray's motive for being here and then she immediately dies and Ray having to deal with the repercussions of that. And it would be a plot twist, like you would not expect it. But no, we can't have anything interesting in this route. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not completely. Ah, Miss Mizuno. Thank God you're safe. I'm fine. But was Mr. Domon just yelling something? It came from the garden. Let's go take a look. Insert the Danganronpa body discovery music. Ah! Mr. Domon, what's the matter? Mr. Detective, someone needs to help. It's Yoichi. Oh no. Or what appears to be Yoichi has collapsed in the greenhouse. Let's go check. Is this another locked room mystery? It won't open. That's why I was checking with the ladder. And I saw... It won't open. The door seems to be locked. This hasn't ever happened before. Why would it now? We're going to have to pry it open. Mr. Domon, do you have any tools that can help? My bare hands. Oh, or is that a... I think that's a hoe, right? If we can get this between the doors... Don't take that out of context. I meant it literally. I meant the literal tool. Let's try it. I don't know my farm tools. It opened. Body discovery music. Oh shit. Oh, they got him good. You know, Domon, maybe you should have pointed that out. Instead of just he was collapsed. Maybe you should have also pointed out that his head wasn't attached to his body. I guess you could say he's been disarmed. How many is this now? The shivering legs, the bone-dry throat, the ringing like an alarm. It's a dead body. Once again, I lay eyes on a deceased person. Oh no! Is it Yoichi? I don't know, Domon. Let's use something called our eyeballs. No, that can't. The response was reasonable. At a glance, no one would have thought it was Yoichi Kukuri. What do you mean? I think it's very clear who it is. His head is right there. The body was scattered around the foot of the goddess statue. Both arms were severed, and the head had come clean off. It glared at me, lying in the middle of the greenhouse, with a look of spite. What happened? Inugami saved me. Oh shit. Goodness, he certainly seems dead. Though you don't need a doctor to tell you that. Yeah, he sure does seem dead. I'm trying to remember what our other guy looked like, and if this white-haired character is potentially... Hey, what is going on here? Oh, the sword's bloody. Yoichi? Yeah, sorry girl, your husband's dead. The statue sword being bloody is very much giving, Bridge to the Turnabout Ace Attorney, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Yoichi's wife! You know what? Reasonable crash out. Reasonable response. If I saw my husband's dead body like that, I'd probably pass out too. It's alright. She'll recover in time. I will see to her. Mr. Domon, please carry her to the manor. There's like a little baggie next to the body. I'm sure we'll investigate that in a sec. Got it. Everyone, please get no closer to the scene of the crime. Rei Shimobe, are you ready? Are you ready? What? You are going to investigate, correct? Oh, right. It's a little late to try to run from this now. If I give up now, I'll lose everything and be reduced to ash. Are we gonna blame Mizuno again, and I once again have to clear her name? I need to face this. I need to face the one behind the Kukuri family murders. Yippee! Hey, they're officially a serial killer now. Isn't it 3 people? Assuming it was all done by the same person, which we don't necessarily know. I will assist you, of course, thank God. Letting this go would be a slight to the ministry. Then let us begin, Mr. Great Detective. We have to be quick with it. The 3rd inheritance meeting begins in just 3 hours. Nobody is satisfied with the succession if the culprit is left on the loose. Sorry, nobody will be satisfied. We have to find evidence and the one responsible before the meeting begins. Well, we haven't done that for either of the previous murders. You're only getting older, baby, and I'll be thinking about you late. Yeah, do something. You're investigating your own way. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night changes. It never change me and you. Yeah, the statue, the console, the body, and the purse. Door. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Thanks, man. So basically, I'm just gonna ignore this entire side of the room for now. Let's look at the door. When Mizuno and I came over after hearing Domon, the door was locked from the inside and couldn't be opened. So we had to pry it open. We only found the body. The culprit was nowhere to be seen. There are no exits other than this door. It is a sealed room. Alright, let's just go in order. In shoot-in order, you could say. Can't you use the crank? Yeah. It's not? Doesn't the crank work to why wouldn't the crank work? I thought the whole point was you can manually open it if there's no power. Am I actually stupid? Hold on. I thought the entire point of the crank... Automatic door. Opening the automatic door. Automatically. Or manually, I mean. Opening the automatic door manually. Why wouldn't it work? Is it broken? Is that what I'm supposed to infer from this? Let's see. Open this handle when... Oh, it only works when the lighting system's active. I see. I guess. I'm unsubscribing. That joke was too bad. No! I won't apologize because I have definitely made worse jokes, but... Could there be a hidden exit? No. Okay. It's a sealed room. I mean, that's true. I don't... Okay, I guess I can't do this yet. Whatever. Let's just go to the console. The security camera. We may be able to see someone coming and going from that. I doubt the culprit would be unaware of the camera, but let's check the footage anyway. That is him. This is yesterday at 4:30. Yoichi entered the greenhouse to protect himself. Miki tried to stop him, and I happened across her making a scene. That turned out great for him. There isn't anything shown after 4:30, so up to the time, nobody entered or left the greenhouse. Okay. This is horrible. Yeah. His legs are intact, so I'd suppose it's not quite how I was, but... It is, yeah, a dismembered body. I can't help but think of that case. Yeah. Well, we can assume it is unrelated to that case. How can you be so sure? Probably because nobody knew the state our body was in. Torso's been left behind, or that... With that case, the culprit dismembered the body and took the torso for some reason. I don't know why your torso was taken. I'm sure that'll be a later mystery. It was the same with Seizo and Tsukijiro, but this one is also quite gruesome. The arms are both severed relatively close to the shoulders, and I can't find any other visible traumas. What's in the bag? Something of Yoichi's? It's got a little diamond eye symbol looking thing. Okay, well it looks like his wife's. I mean, unless he liked lipstick and you know, cosmetics, which, if so, good for you, King. I'm not judging. Lipstick with a broken cap, cracked compact, some medicine, and other cosmetics. Judging by the content, this belonged to a woman. Hey, we don't assume. Do you have any idea who this belonged to? I mean, Miki, probably. Is what they want me to say. I've got a bad feeling about this. Could this be? Being that it's a murder scene, it would be difficult to assume this is unrelated. First, we need to find out who it belonged to. Okay. It is, in fact, a dismembered body. I guess let's get more info on that. There seemed to be a kill relying on brute force. I don't think a— Wow! Wow, Ray. Friendly fire. So you assume Miss Mizuno or Yoichi's wife couldn't have done it then? A woman could never be strong enough. Well, yes. I mean, just say their builds aren't particularly strong. You don't gotta bring all women into it. That's the definition of reading a book by its cover. Yeah, even Inugami's like, bro. She may look frail, but Miss Mizuno does all the household chores with just Domon there. I'm sure that requires a good amount of strength. Unlike in the past, there are fewer specialized types and more wide-range types. Specialized types? Wide-range types? You mean specialists and non-specialists? People can be stronger than they let on, like unfathomable strength in disasters. Whether Miss Mizuno is a powerhouse or not aside, you shouldn't judge by looks. I agree, Ray. Which is what you just did. Sakura? Yeah, exactly. Zold, thank you so much for the 5. Wish you an amazing stream. I'm alive despite the blizzard. Bye. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming. Yeah, good luck with if there's a blizzard there. Oof, good luck. Thank you. Always appreciate it. All right, maybe it was not that. No other visible trauma. Okay. Let's do that one. Oh, that's the one I'm supposed to do? No other visible trauma. I mean, see, this is what I mean when there's just no indicator half the time on what will and will not penalize you. He was dismembered alive. Not necessarily. If he was drugged, like we saw a bunch of pills in that pouch. I think the pouch was planted, though. That is, like, way too conspicuous to have just been like, oopsie daisies, left there. Like, it's even upright. But anyway, I saw like pills in there too. So theoretically, if he was like drugged somehow, then he well, I guess he would have still been alive. But we can't be certain, but the dismemberment very well could be the cause of death. Yeah, or I mean, they could have just like killed him another way. The cuts on his clothes and the end of his arms are all parallel. I'm wondering if he wasn't, like, dropped onto the statue's sword. They would appear to have been severed fairly quickly, because it would take a lot of force. But if there's no other sign of physical trauma, then I feel like it would be pretty tough to... Whoa, we're checking the pants? Wait, was I supposed to click there specifically? Or was it just after I got the... Yeah, well, sure, we'll check. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Well, he looks flat as fuck in that picture. Take a closer look. Pine. Why can't you do it? Wait, there's something small. What's this? A capsule pill, and it appears to be empty. Who mentioned drugging? Capsules typically contain a powder drug, but I mean, to be fair, he could have come here to collect drugs. Yeah, could have been taken out already, or it was about to be filled. More likely the latter. Also, why would Yoichi have this to begin with? Quite the mystery. Gang, looks like we have a mystery on our hands. Okay. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Sword and shield, like the Pokemon. I thought it was a decoration. Yeah, the sword is what I'm more interested in. The statue seems different. Yeah, Ray, I don't know. What could possibly have given you that idea? Surely not the blood on the, yeah. This iron sword, it was being held straight up before. For some reason, it's being held horizontally. Upon closer look, the blade has blood stains on it. Why would there be? Could this sword have been the weapon used to kill Yoichi? If all other possibilities are ruled out, however unlikely, then whatever's left is the truth. Jimobe, climb up there and see if you can take the sword. Okay. Since when was I a monk? Like, since when could I climb? Even at my height, I can't. Even at my height, I thought you were short. I can reach. Oh, you are short. I just can't read. I can reach it. I thought she was gonna say can't. I can't. It can't be separated from the statue. Okay. So they didn't take it off the statue. They must have just turned it. I see. So it's attached to the goddess's arm then. How did they build this statue with a bendable arm? I guess they must have. I don't know what practical purpose that would have served to have your statue's arm be able to turn, unless it's like a secret passage thing. That's all then, thank you for trying. Can't see a possible murder weapon other than this, but it does appear to be quite sharp for a mere decoration. And closer. Though the sword swung down, the side facing the ceiling has bloodstains on it. He must have been, like, dropped on the blade. Like my original hypothesis, but what I don't understand is, like, his body would be bruised from, like, hitting the concrete, if that was the case. Why the edge facing the ceiling? Shouldn't it be the other way around? I don't know, I feel like there's holes in every theory I have so far. Nothing after 4:30. I mean, that's true. I'm probably gonna get penalized, but... yeah. Wait, what was the second thing? Nobody entered or left. I can't disprove that. Oh wait, I don't even have to? Okay. I thought it was gonna ask for evidence. I guess not. Or wait, maybe not. Ray, when they go, nuh-uh. If the lighting system was on, and the greenhouse rotated with, like, Tsukijiro, then... someone could have gotten in without showing up on the security footage! Wow! Inugami, can we see the lighting system's logs from the console? Sure, there does appear to be a lighting system log option on the screen. Let me guess, it's like double encrypted. But in order to check that, we need the password only the administrator would know. Wait, didn't this guy, like... no, it was his fucking brother who, like, wrote his password on a sticky note on the wall. For some reason, the log is accessible. It would appear someone used the password to put it in administrator mode. This is quite an opportunity. Let's check the logs. Huh. The log from the 3rd must be when Tsukijiro moved it. Why am I stumbling? Then, it also appears to have been rotated at 1:30 last night. Hello? Ray? Uh-oh. Don't crash on me, game. Don't you do it. It says not responding, and I don't... Okay. I'm just gonna... That scared me. I'm just gonna save real quick. The console can only be operated from the inside. So, it would have been Yoichi rotating the greenhouse for some reason. Maybe he tried to leave without anyone noticing, like Tsukijiro did? Or perhaps he was letting someone in. What if he let in his father, who he thought was dead, and then his father killed him because he knew he wasn't worthy of the inheritance and wanted it all to go to pink-haired girl? Mizuno, that's her name. So in other words, the culprit. Based off yesterday's events, I doubt he would let just anyone in. He was pretty worked up. Maybe the lighting system was used for something other than entering or leaving. I can't imagine it was used for the typical lighting in the middle of the night in my dreams. I could be with you. I don't even know the words. Is there still some secret with the greenhouse? This damn greenhouse. Doobie-doopie-doo, Inspector Gadget, doobie-doopie-doo. このドアは内側からロックされて、このドア以外に、これが Let me see exactly what it said about the lighting on this one I just got. I kind of wish it jumped to the most recent, but lighting system log. So maybe the manual crank would have worked if... Is that what they're getting at? Sure, whatever. Nothing? Okay. Couldn't be opened. There are no exits. Did we do this one? I don't know if we did. Could there be some hidden exit? No. Found that out after painstakingly investigating. Well, lucky for you, I have a fuck ton of trust that I can burn. It's a sealed room. Why is there an autocorrect? Unless... Like, what? I don't know why there'd be an autocorrect on, like, a time card. I don't know. Shit, really? But why was the door sealed shut in the first place? Would it be because the lighting system was activated? Okay, fair. But the lighting system would automatically shut off and rotate the fern back. Or the fern back? Ferns are what are in greenhouses. The greenhouse back. The word fern was not even close to being on screen. Then there must be another reason for the auto door staying locked. The greenhouse is a transformer. That's my final theory. After all, it's not a perfectly sealed room. Wait. Oh, really? Oh, really? Someone could exit by turning the manual handle? But when I tried to submit that answer earlier, you told me it was wrong? No consistency. There may still be some secrets to the greenhouse. Let me out. The time for the meeting's getting close. Have I checked everywhere possible? No, your work is not finished yet. The darkest place is under the candlestick. See, where is that accent coming from? That is not the voice I've been giving Inugami. Look, why don't you check the back of the statue's base? You know what? For the rest of this scene, you get to be the funny accent, Inugami. Oh, wow! There was a secret passage. But if I... See, this is what pisses me off. There is a secret passage, but if I tried to press and snap on the earlier piece of dialogue that mentioned, hey, maybe there's another way out of this room that we don't know about, the game punishes me and is like, haha, you stupid moron, you looked there yesterday, remember? You would have found it by then. You're an idiot for even talking about this anymore. And then like 5 seconds later, the game's like, oh, by the way, there was a secret passage. Like, don't make me mad. What is this? This wasn't here yesterday. There truly was a secret exit. Oh wait, I forgot I was giving him the accent. I didn't notice a hollow area on the base when I was tapping on it yesterday. It's most likely covered in a special material to keep it well hidden. It's just for this scene, then I'll go back. So there must be something they really don't want to be seen then. It's exciting, isn't it? The ladder seems to lead underground. Let's go look. Oh, wait a moment. The culprit could be waiting for us in there. We have a staff. We'll just hit him with a gavel. And that's why you are going first. What? Why? Oh, there's no need to worry. If my suspicions are correct, the culprit is already gone. Really? What should I do? Would it be safe? Can I go down? Is something the matter? No, I just need to gather resolve. Okay, so we're gonna loop in this. Yeah, we're gonna go in this loop forever. It's probably not safe, but there's no time for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. Let's go. It's time to try to find... Oh my god. Yeah, my reaction too. Inugami's geeking, but like... Whoa, okay. We found the secret meth lab. What is this place? Wow! To think there'd be such an obviously suspicious place under that greenhouse. From what I can tell, it's some sort of secret research lab. Wow, this just gets more and more exciting, doesn't it? What do you think this place is? Let's check those machines. We may just discover something. Alright, let's just go left. Actually, do you have an input? Where do you want to look? I want to. Now! ASAP! Are you on the grass or did it wear off? Ray's like, are you high? How pathetic. I didn't need your help, I was just wondering what your input was. You don't gotta be a dick about it. Is that a piece of paper? Something's on the floor. Just a note. Just a note. Whee! Snap. There's something written on the back of it. It's the same symbol as the journal. I think. Actually, I would need to see it again. Scarlet. Writing. The Scarlet Hand. I've seen this distinct handwriting somewhere. Okay, it's not the same symbol. It's the same as Kilmasa's journal. It looks like it's saying, ooh, what could it be referring to? Wasn't the first one like trib? So maybe it's tribute. Like TRIBU and then the last one's TE? Tribute? Because like this is a religious thing. I don't know. I don't think there's anything interesting going back up, so let's take a look within a... we are defying gravity! They set me up perfect for that joke. Are these chemistry-related documents? There's something about zero gravity. Alright, I guess we are supposed to read that then. It's time to try defying gravity. Let's see. Zero gravity is the absence of gravity. Thanks, Einstein. It's time to try. Gravity produced by stars or planets can be confirmed from great distances. Typically, it is observed in space. Even when gravity is present, when in freefall, a zero-gravity feeling is produced. Gravity, inertia, etc. cancel each other out to a force of nearly zero. I can't read anymore. Wow, Ray not a STEM major? I mean, I guess she did run a religious cult, so probably not. Have a look at this! The details for what is being produced here are listed. This is a huge breakthrough. You seem oddly excited. What were they making? Special chemical agent using nicotine as a major component. Alright, let's press on that. Nicotine? The stimulant found in tobacco, yep. So special pharmaceuticals were made here using tobacco as a base. Special pharmaceuticals? Most likely. Virus. Huh? It's an illegal narcotic that's been circulating amongst heretics. Recently, a highly refined liquid narcotic called virus has become more mainstream. Wow, I did not remember him saying that. That's the drug that's been pretty popular with the heretics. Cool, okay. We're doing narcotics. Yay! This is just Breaking Bad. Am I a trained singer? No. By no means. I do not have an iota of the skill for that. As fun as it would be, and as much as I indulge in musicals. Right. To them, it's some sort of ritual item required to get closer to their god. Oh, so the heretics have a god too? Is that what we're implying? I thought the whole point of being a heretic was, like, rejecting God. Virus is supposed to sharpen the body's senses, making one closer to their god. That god is our god, right? Of course, that god. For us, it's a god worthy of our hatred. Hatred? Wait, so yeah, so we hate God? God is unfathomably selfish, ever toying with our fate. Starts a civilian on a whim only to destroy it. Not even the oceans or land are safe. Something that ruins the order of nature. That God. The SHUTEN order rose to separate us from that terrible God. Then why are we like a religious cult? What's wrong? It is not interesting to the liberal private detective. No, well... The heretics still believe in that God. They pray that the power of God may manifest within them. Virus is a shortcut for that. How ridiculous. Wait a moment. So, to us, God is... But he's also the one, like, giving me all my powers? So... Not sure how that one works, Ray. Hearsay? Heresy. I don't know why I keep getting those words mixed up. That's a pointless question. To the SHUTEN order, God is the enemy. Those who believe in God are also the enemy. Holy yap, God is the enemy. Then, what was that goddess statue? Are these people heretics? Heretic worshippers of God? There we go. I don't think it's for worship. It's simply an art piece. I hear humanity enjoyed collecting stone statues from ancient mythology. I don't think it's a particularly tasteful practice, but... Then, what's the divine power that I've been relying on up till now? How could God be the enemy? But if God's... Oops. If God's been the enemy... It's strange that a God's trial is a Shuten order ritual. Yeah, that's my point. You're quite pale. You can rest if you don't feel well. No, I'm okay. I don't mind you pushing yourself, but don't knock over any of those drugs. Dang. What's being produced here isn't the virus that's being sold. It's undiluted. Oh, we have the Everclear of narcotics. This is 100% pure virus. Is extremely poisonous, you say? If taken, you'll die long before getting closer to any god. However, to think this was the rumored virus plant. Minecraft villager. I finally found it. That's why you came and did all this? Did you suspect that your guy was doing this and you needed a reason to... Did he say that before? I feel like he might have already said that. There's a microscope. I don't have any memory of using one, but it seems nostalgic. When I was little, I don't know if you guys would know what I'm talking about, but there would be toy catalogs. And like for Christmas and stuff, or my birthday when I was a little kid, they were like magazines basically. And I would flip through them and like circle or highlight the toys I wanted. And one I would always see in those kind of catalogs and magazines was like a microscope kit. I never particularly wanted one, even though I have gone into science since, but just that's what I think of when I think of microscopes. They aren't any machines I'm familiar with. I can see some eerily colored liquid in the container, and it says error. Must be a machine for making pharmaceuticals, the main machine for drug production. Screen displays an error. The attempted production failed, it would seem. Alright, let's press on this first. This feels a little more important than a microscope. What, tobacco plant, probably? No? Okay. Maybe let's do microscope. It's not relevant? Okay. See, but like, how would I know? You know, like how are... Oh, there's something up here. Cross-section. The depth. We're 2,000 meters underground? I see, so that's it then. Look, the way to open the secret entrance on the statue base is illustrated here. Alright, let's just start. I don't think the fact that we're 2,000 meters down matters. I feel like this is more important, but knowing this game, who knows? First, there's locking the greenhouse. Then, there's lowering the statue's sword. Okay, so you have to lower the sword to get here. I got it. That's how the lighting system activated. What do you mean? I was wondering why the lighting system would be on in the middle of the night in my dreams. I can see the things we do. If that's on, the door auto-locks. So, it needed to be on to enter this underground lab. Right, I see. Hold on, I'm gonna grab something. Ugh, okay. So, on top of locking the greenhouse, lowering the sword would act as the lever switch then. Apparently this entire family is Walter White. I see, were they all in on it? At least Yoichi knew, but like... You'd think they'd have to be. Probably. Who would have lowered the sword to open the entrance? Question is, who tried coming down here and for what? It's gotta be this is the only thing left. I mean, I guess we can look at the ladder, but like... This seems, yeah, extremely irrelevant. What am I supposed to put in here? The virus lab file, maybe? Dumbass. Yeah, that one's on me, actually. That was quite... obvious, I just didn't see it. Could this be the machine mentioned in the file that makes virus? I think that's exactly right. Checking the log. Chemical set, okay. Production process, okay. However, it seems the final step of extraction failed within an hour. Virus was successfully produced, but it failed because it was never taken out? So, is it still in there? It would appear so. What a waste. Huh? No, it's nothing. He's like, damn. Really could have made a nice buck off that. Well, it's almost time. Shall we head back to the manor? Well, what'd he say? What do you think, great detective? Have you cracked the Kukuri murders? No, not yet. Of course, the world goes on even if you don't solve it. Much like how the world went on after the founder left, despite being thought eternal. Wow, why did I struggle to read that? But I suppose only time will tell for that, too. What? We can speak on that matter once this case is dealt with. Alright, let's go to the meeting. Yippee. The world will move on for another 100 or so days. I'm going to head off to prepare for the inheritance meeting. Before we go into that, I think this is a decent spot to take our break before we head off to the meeting. I need more water anyway, so y'all know the drill. Go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, get a snack, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay. Let's continue back to our inheritance meeting, where we'll try and crack the case with the, like, 3 pieces of evidence that we found. Feel free to continue if you still have things you'd like to check. Sure. Okay, there might be more. You may think differently, but I do like the truth. It's like remembering a dream long given up on. This is where I watched my parents die, Ray, as I dive into my tragic backstory. Cow a bummer. Anyway, I have high hopes for you, never mind. No trauma dump from Inugami yet. Please at least let bro have a character arc. It's his route. You would think if anyone's gonna get character development, it would be this guy. But I feel like he opened really strong, and then as soon as we got to this fuck-ass island, everything just went downhill. Like, it's his route, and I feel like he has done fuck all since we got to this island. It's already past 10. This is why I think a buddy cop thing would have been so much better, where he's actually like our central sidekick. Like, even when we do investigate together, right? Like, we did that entire garden investigation together in the lab, and we didn't get anything from him in terms of like a character or personality, you know? Like, no quippy dialogue, no like what he actually thinks of most things, you know? It's just very plain for the most part. Meeting's at 11, I don't have much time. Maybe we are still investigating. Okay, so I do actually need to keep investigating. LOL. Doobie-doop-a-doop, Inspector Gadget. Ray Shimobe, we've only just parted. Has something happened? Alright, I do like this track though. Like, the OST is quite nice. It's literally like everything. I love this track. Everything about this game's presentation is wonderful. It's just the writing. And like, I'm not trying to say the writing is like absolute dog shit and it's the worst thing I've ever played. Like, no, this is no Zero Time Dilemma. But it's almost worse than Zero Time Dilemma, because at least Zero Time Dilemma was entertaining. I truly believe the worst thing something can be, other than like downright problematic and harmful, is boring. And that's what I feel like a lot of this route has just been boring. And I think that's why I have such a low opinion of it. I'd like to hear more about Virus, if you can tell me anything. And it really does come down to the characters. Like, most of them are just so painfully flat. I'd like to tell you more, but I'm not exactly an expert on it. Plus, there's still a lot about Virus that is unknown. Even its production. Anything anyone had heard about it was like an urban legend. Urban legend? The main rumor was that some special method was needed to make Virus. I mean, based on that machine we saw, yeah. But the truth was made clear looking through that underground lab. To think that the structure of the lab itself is needed for the synthesizing of Virus. Oh, like the rotating? Is that what it is? We'll probably need to go back, but I was wondering, I wanted to ask what you know about God. God, you seem quite fixated on that today. Thought you might know more, because I'm a minister. That's what you're thinking, then you're mistaken. Even I have to know even I have much that I do not know or understand. Me when I read. Have you ever seen God? No, I can't say that I have. They say you can see God if you leave the city, but I have zero interest in that. Is the city the simulation? And like, if we leave the simulation, then can't even imagine wanting to leave the city. There's no alcohol or grass. No drugs and alcohol. God is outside the city? So if I were to leave the city, I could meet God? You've been living in the city without ever knowing that? I see. There aren't many foolish members who leave these days. The sense of danger has faded. It is also forbidden to leave the city. It's so indisputable that the rule has lost meaning. It's forbidden to leave the city. Outside is the realm of God. You'll be killed if you try. Killed? Why do you think the Order built up one singular city? To create a safe haven, untouchable by God. I've heard there was a rowdy group that would leave the city to stand up to God, but of course, none of them returned. In the end, God is God. He can't be beaten no matter the weapon. Thus, we choose to live within our walls in peace. I still feel like I understand less and less about God. You better not even think about leaving the city. I'm gonna die anyway in a few days. With the founder gone, it might be time to revise our laws. Maybe build a giant... Oh no. We will build a wall. It'll be a great wall. And we'll make the heretics pay for it. Sorry. Stupid joke. That would keep us safe. Founder. Can't help but wonder, were you close with the founder? Not enough to recognize her with a half mask on, apparently. Are you trying to glean some details about the incident with the founder? No, I was just curious. I suppose it's fine. Of course I was close with the founder. To put a name to it, good business partners? Believe it or not, I too was once torn between good and evil, and almost went astray. Let me tell you a tale from long ago. It's long, but will you listen to it? Okay, now do we get the tragic backstory? At the time, I was a detective of justice, and a mistake made me hit a wall. Losing my focus, I fell into feeling powerless and empty. I grew tired of it all. Is that what you were talking about the other day that made you quit being a detective? Right you are, so just like a nondescript mistake? Can we get some details on that, or just... no? Yeah, what happened? What was the mistake? I'll tell you some other time. Bastard! Anyway, I completely gave up on being a detective. My sense of justice and desire to seek the truth wavered. I decided to give in. Give in to the darkness. Okay, Ebony, Dementia, Raven Way. I don't know her full name. Could that be? I'll leave the details up to your imagination. However, it was just to flush out the criminals basking in the darkness. Or rather, to find answers unattainable from the world of light. This dramatic motherfucker. Perhaps becoming one of its denizens, I could get closer, that I might see the truth. However I put it, know that I'm not seeking affirmation. Darkness is darkness. Immortality is immortality. I chose the path of lawlessness. Then, I heard of the Minister of Justice being replaced, among other shocking news. Yeah, how'd you get the job if you were, like, a back-alley criminal? That the minister was a heretic. Bow, bow, bow. Huh? The minister that carried out the law was a heretic? That further caused my values to falter. I also thought that maybe what I was doing wasn't so wrong after all. Thus, a certain customer came to me. And who do you think that was? It was me! I wanted to buy some drugs. See, these are the same fucking... Who? You're not even gonna let me guess, game. No idea. See, same... whatever. The founder. What? Me? Ray... Please. I was shaken too. The very top of the order had come to see me, alone. Not just to someone dipping their toes in, but to me, a total outlaw. And he said this to me: I need you to be the new Minister of Justice. Wow, so yeah, we just got handpicked. Or he just got handpicked, I mean. Why me? Can you imagine that? Like, you're in an alleyway selling, like, cocaine, and then the equivalent of, like, the president walks up to you and was like, hey, you are now a member of the Supreme Court. Like, what? Though young, you're sharp-minded and know this country's doctrines well. On top of that, you've experienced firsthand the depths of the darkness. I can't think of anyone more fitting. Can you? Yeah. Yeah, I can, actually. I'm a misfit, though. The last minister truly was a just person. In fact, maybe too just, only seeing what was right, not caring about anything else. The fall was instant. Any waver in value or ideals, all sense of justice would go. They were vulnerable to the whispers of the heretics. Whispers of the heretics. That is why one who can accept both light and dark is right for the job. I found that only someone like that can carry the mantle of Minister of Justice. How ironic. The most suited to be a Minister of Justice is a follower of lawlessness? I refuse. There's something else I need to do. I also have some idea what it is you're trying to do, as well as what type of person you really are. I feel that this position could help you achieve what you're seeking. I couldn't keep it up. He saw through my disguise. Disguise? Maybe if things were different, he would have made a good He's fucking with us! This is what I've been saying from the start. There is no chance in hell he doesn't know it's us. He's so fucking with us. He was quite the person. Warm, but strong. Bold, but calculating. You have no idea what he would do. He would make unpredictable choices. So, I decided to believe him. See, like, why? These are the same fucking question! Why even give me the choice? Believe? Believe what? In his ideal. Or maybe the truth that I almost lost sight of? I wanted to believe in it. To me, the founder was a lighthouse, shining the way to the truth. So, I was gratefully appointed to the position of Minister of Justice. I came to I came to know the law more than anyone, including its holes. I was a delinquent son, but he still trusted me, providing me with highly important roles. Well, everyone in the game has just been calling Rei he, even though we know she's a girl. So, I've just been kind of going with it. So I, too, trusted him, regardless of what anyone else said. Or trusted him, I suppose. I felt like a hole had opened up after losing him. Is that a typo? So I too trusted him regardless of what anyone else said, or trusted him. He said trust. I think what they meant for him to say was, so I too trust him regardless of what anyone else says, or trusted him, I suppose. And then we go to past tense. I think that's just a typo. I felt like a hole had opened up after losing him. Him? Inugami has been referring to the founder as him and he this entire time. Yeah, but like everyone's been doing that, right? You're just thinking of that now? Now that I think about it, how would you not notice? He's been calling you the wrong gender the entire time. Like, Mizuno does it too. I have a hard time around women. Yeah, we know. Closet case. I've been lied to by so many women about cases. You reap what you sow. Anyway, I avoid relationships with women. I get nervous around women that I inherently get a sense of danger around them. He was wary of women, but close with the founder. Maybe he just never suspected that the founder was a woman? Or is this gonna be some, like, twins bullshit? So that's why he never showed any discomfort with me and even helped me investigate. It's not impossible. Not even I was able to tell I was a woman immediately. That's crazy. But to think he was mistaken about the founder's gender the entire time. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is some twins bullshit. Like, did the founder not make her gender known? Or maybe she transitioned. What do we know? Maybe she dared to do so because she was close to God? I guess this is gonna be plot relevant. But I didn't feel he was lying when he said he trusted the founder. Maybe Kishiru Inugami wasn't the one who killed me? But Himaru said that divine power is never wrong. But wait. Something wrong? What's with the scary look? Oh, okay. You're running on fumes. Shall we go take a break? He just said it himself. He was on the path of lawlessness. He claimed to have no problem breaking the law to carry out his purpose. Then, even killing the founder he so respected. This man is a con artist. I can't let my guard down. All that for 22%? Alright, let's press on this. We already did all this. Alright. Now that I think about it, the lab was shaped oddly. Like how the research lab is located above a 2,000-meter underground cavity? Could that be related to virus's synthesization? Quite right. The requiring method for synthesizing virus is component synthesization. There we go. In a zero-gravity environment. Oh, because that's what the books were on. Zero gravity? It's possible to do at the lab? I feel like that's happened before, right? We've simulated, like in real life. It's unbelievable. If you looked at the lab, even you should be able to tell it's not impossible. Huh? I still have no... The production machine log displayed production process okay, right? So you're saying that machine can create a zero-gravity environment? If you doubt it, then why not give it a try? Not that we have time for that. I still have to prepare for the meeting. If you have anything else you need, ask now. Are we just about finished? I still have preparing to do. Yes, I'll head back. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I think I have a little time. Yeah, we'll go ask. You are bigger than the whole sky. Alright, let's go to the courtyard. Mizuno is like the most tolerable character, but that's not a high bar, and she's still not very far up there. Mr. Shimobe, she's like low C tier. And that does not bode well for being like the third best character in this route. Miss Mizuno, could this belong to you? Ah, yes, that does belong to me. Oh, wow, I was way off. I thought it was the wife's. We are once again framing Mizuno. I don't want to do this in the fuck-ass trial again. But why do you have it? I found it in the greenhouse. The greenhouse? Why? Why would it be there? You don't have any ideas? I noticed it was gone this morning, but... You had it yesterday morning, though? Yes, I'm certain I did. It's a centrifuge, ain't it? It could be. I mean, the thing rotates. I'm not all that strong, so I take a supplement every morning. Ooh, iron deficiency. Happens. Don't worry about it, girl. I did take it yesterday, but didn't have my pouch this morning, so I was worried. Did you go in the greenhouse? I can't read. Of course not! I didn't go anywhere near it! Yeah. Mr. Shimobe, you have to believe me! I haven't done anything! Of course, I believe you. That's a relief. I'm sorry, I just read that in the most unconvincing voice possible, but I think Ray actually meant it. I couldn't bear it if you gave up on me. There's nothing to be afraid of. Ray looks so pissed. There we go. It's okay. I'm sure the truth will save you. Yes. I hope she's playing us. It would be so much more interesting. Alright, well, that was all my questions. I'll give the pouch back to you. Are you sure? Yeah, of course. Thank you. Huh? I couldn't read that. That was not English. Is something the matter? The compact mirror is cracked. I mean, yes. My face lotion bottle is also broken. Who would do this? They were perfectly fine yesterday, right? That's 7 years bad luck. Yes. Perhaps whoever took the pouch rifled through it afterwards. But who would do that? And why? Mr. Shimobe? This piece has to be the key in unlocking the truth of this case. It must be. I hope so. Alright, then I'll take my leave here. 6, 7, sorry. It's the most unfunny joke. I'll go, because it's not even a joke. I feel like I've done this rant before, so I'll save. I don't want to. Fine. You're there, aren't you? What's wrong? What are you all worked up about? There's something I'd like to ask you both. What? Ask already! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Am I really the founder, or what is God? Both good questions. Ones I doubt. I doubt it matters what I pick. Ooh, no, 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 no. I want to save. There we go. Let's ask what is God. I feel like that's at least a little more likely to give me actual pertinent information, but... What is God? God is God! Do you really need further explanation? Yes, please. That's why I asked. Is the God trying to bring me back actually God? Or is it really some devilish form like from the heathen idols? Be your idol! And if God is, what then? Ooh, tea! What? So then, God really is. Calm down. God is God. Living in your mind now. Too late, cause you're mine now. God appears not like a devil. God looks just as you members do. So what is God like among us? After all, God created you in his image. God did in fact create man in his image. At least the Christian God, which is what I'm assuming they're talking about. Going by looks alone, I doubt you'd be able to tell if God was walking among you. Foreshadowing is a literary device. I feel like I'm understanding less and less about what God is. Ray, you don't have time for ridiculous doubts. Whether what is trying to bring you back is God or a devil. If you fail, tomorrow you will be ash. Alright, cool. Am I really the founder? Or am I God? Is it really true that I am the founder of the SHUTEN order? Are you really asking that? You saw that video, right? How the founder looked at last year's greeting? You still think it's not you, even after seeing that? Could be my twin brother. Are we just not gonna press on that, Ray? I guess not. What's God's reason for this? It's a lie that God's child's the SHUTEN Order ritual, isn't it? Since God is an enemy to the Order after all. Reviving me has to be some sort of front. What is God really trying to do? Hey now, what are you talking about? Here we are, trying to help you. I never trusted you fuckers. You haven't fucking helped me at all. I don't need excuses. Just tell me the truth. Why do I need to be brought back? To stop the end of the world. Without your guidance, humanity will end. That is the truth. I mean, I believe that, but I don't know if that's... or if we're talking literally, metaphorically, you know, like... That's why you need to be revived as the founder. If it's to save mankind, you should do whatever it takes, even heretical rituals. That doesn't make any sense. The SHUTEN Order is looking to bring about the end of the world, right? If bringing me back is to stop the end, then that would be against the Order. Am I supposed to betray the Order then? You just need to do what you believe is right. Believe to be right? Let me ask this. Do you seek the destruction of the world? Do you wish for humanity to be wiped out? This is so giving, like... It's giving 100 line. Like, Saray was spouting the exact same bullshit about how we need to save humanity and we're their last hope and all that. And then look what happened. I won't spoil it, but... Well, that is what the Order wants, thus what I wanted, right? Ray, I'm asking you, not the founder of the SHUTEN Order. You. If you feel like you are going down the wrong path, then you can give up here. Oh, I was... Okay, you know what? Not expecting them to give me a choice. Fake-ass halos! Sorry. Sorry. I was just looking. And if you look... You guys are fake as fuck! Look at their little halos! There's a little black... thingy connecting both of their halos to their heads. Maybe it's a design choice, but now that I'm like really looking at it close up... They're not even floating! Y'all fake as hell! You are not... Y'all fake... That's why they can't do anything. They're not real angels. That's why they're useless as hell. Like... Y'all are frauds! Y'all are actually frauds! Am I reading too much into a single line drawn on each of their heads? Maybe, but... But if you feel you're doing what's right, you don't have time to doubt. You must keep moving. Well, what are you gonna do? There you go, forcing choices on me when I know nothing. I have to move forward then. Great! I really love that about you. But when this is all over, you're gonna tell me everything. What you are, and what I am. Yeah, of course. For that, too, then, it would be best to focus on the task at hand. Right then, I'll give you some hot info then. Hot info? The third son was first to die, right? We looked over the body. And guess what? The cause of death wasn't the stab wound to the stomach. He was electrocuted! I feel like we would have seen signs of electrocution on the body, but okay. Electrocuted? How did he get electrocuted on a boat? The great detective needs to take over from here. Maybe he didn't die on the boat, Ray. Get on with it then! And they're gone. But to think that Seiso died from electrocution... It's a nice theory, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up. It's already this late. I gotta go to the hall. Clock strikes 11. Clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives. Cock your guns and sharpen your knives as a grand prize for the bat's demise. At last, the final inheritance meeting is to begin. That's been stuck in my head for the past, like, couple weeks. Murder. Virus. And God. There are so many unsolved mysteries, but even still, time goes on. I really hope it ends without incident. Please. Now then, it is time to commence the inheritance meeting. Let us be rid of any unnecessary introductions. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. Alright then, the survival battle for a huge sum of money. Let's get on with it. There's no battle anymore. He must have snuck some grass in. Ray's like, he's high as fuck. Ugh, I can't even imagine what's going to happen next. Alright then, let's get straight into it. Can I say something? No. Oh my, you're... I'm Domon. I work here as a servant. Ah, yes, Domon. Domon, right. You have something you'd like to say? In honesty, I have something that I have to share with you all. Oh, and what opinion could you possibly have to share with us? I wouldn't say it's an opinion so much as... But I felt that a need to share what I saw, no matter what. And what did you witness? Not so much witness, but when we went in the greenhouse this morning... So you did witness something. You know, to witness is to see, right? I saw a small pouch on the ground. Would you be speaking of the pouch belonging to a woman? That's right, about this size. I know who that pouch thing belongs to. Is that so? Let it out then. Who? Mizuno. I knew it! It was you who killed Yoichi! No, I didn't! I'm so fucking sick of the repetition of... Oh, it's Mizuno, it's Mizuno, it's Mizuno! Like, just let it be Mizuno, please, God. That is the only way to redeem it at this point. I can't work with her anymore. Mizuno killed the master. Mr. Domon! Mr. Inugami! This should settle it then, right? That woman is a criminal! A heretic! She has no right to the inheritance! But I know it's not gonna be Mizuno because it goes against the entire theme of the narrative, you know? So... Because if it is Mizuno, it just proves all of the assholes were right about her, and I don't think the story would go in that direction. It's true that it could be important evidence, substantial in proving the crime. I also believe her to be the culprit. If the other successors all die, then she gets the whole inheritance to herself. There's no way she wouldn't take action in such a situation. So, she is the murderer. I agree as well. The reason? None really. It just seems to fit. Is a reason really necessary? These are the accusations being made. So, Miss Mizuno, do you have anything to say in retort? Now, if Mizuno's smart, she'll say, Ray was outside my room all night. But I think we're gonna have the same old song and dance of like, No, it wasn't me! Please believe me! With like no actual logic behind it, and so we have to step in and do it. Let's see. I'll take groveling for 100, Alex. Oh. She's being suspected again. I suppose it can't be helped. She is the only remaining successor. But I know for a fact, I know she's not the one responsible. Please, wait. Because I was outside her room. I was keeping watch in front of her room the entire night last night. I figured that someone wanting the inheritance would target her. But no one appeared. Also, Miss Mizuno never left her room. So she wouldn't have been able to go and kill Yoichi. Mr. Shimobe. I'm not so sure about that. Let me make the truth known. A trap was utilized in the murder of Tsukijiro. So, it would be unnatural to assume that Yoichi was killed in a similar manner. The murders surrounding the Kukuri family inheritance were committed by the same person. And what are you getting at? If a trap was set up in advance, her alibi from last night means nothing. If she uses a trap, she wouldn't have to take one step outside. Am I wrong? No, it's a fair point. True. There's more proof that she did it! There was something I noticed in the first killing, with Seiso. He was murdered by a large machete, right? On that day, I saw the machete lying in the garden and said to put it away. To Mizuno, of course. The machete is always put away in the shed. Anyone could get it if they took some time to look for it. I'm not so sure about that. I'm sure you used that tool, so fitting your poor hands, as a weapon. So this is why electrocution's important? Yeah. No, that's wrong. Can I say something? Guess what? He was electrocuted. Wow! Even though his body didn't show any signs of it. Wow! When looking over the body again, it was discovered that he died of electrocution. The machete wasn't the murder weapon. What in the world are you talking about? The machete, there was a machete jutting out of his abdomen. Machetes are typically for splitting and are not really made for stabbing, but I suppose death by stabbing with a machete does sound unnatural. If Seiso was indeed electrocuted to death, then can you explain what happened? Rei Shimobe? Of course. Yippee! Give me the Leighton puzzle. So we're solving Seizo's murder now, okay. This reminds me of a puzzle. Cause of death that I literally just answered. Yep. Don't even need to put that one in. The cause of Seiso's death was electrocution. That information came from Himaru, so I'm not sure how reliable it is. Thank you. But I guess we're just gonna take it as fact anyway. Yeah, let's start based on this. Are there signs of electrocution? Yeah, I was gonna say, the body would have traces. Am I— oh, shit, a burn mark? I forgot about that. You know what? Maybe there were signs of electrocution. I take it back. I still feel like there might have been more signs of electrocution, but I guess not necessarily. I don't know enough about an electrocuted to death corpse. As shocking as that is. As shocking as that is. But anyway, fair point, game, fair point. I'll give you that one. I did forget about the burn. Burn on his right hand is evidence of electrocution. Where did Seiso get electrocuted? It was found outside. So was he carried? No, let's think simpler. Could anything have shocked him around where he was found? Wasn't there like, yeah, there were lights on the bridge support. There was recent damage done to the bridge's support. Lighting cables were exposed. The cable was cut, there's no mistaking it. It was cut, there could have been a short circuit. There is a high chance that Seiso was electrocuted by that cable. Come on, no, go down. Why did Seiso get electrocuted? Assuming he was electrocuted by the bridge cable, how would it have happened? Doesn't seem like it would be something someone would touch. Wait, let's look at it from another angle. Maybe he didn't grab the cable, but if he accidentally touched the cable after doing something, then that must be it. What was he doing there? Was he doing the drug trade? Oh, I guess that's not... not an option? No. What was he doing there? No, I don't think it's the book. I don't know, the rope? Yeah, I don't know this one. An object that would conduct electricity well. Found by the body. Was he cutting the... oh, was he using the machete? It has to be the machete. Why was he cutting open the... I don't know why, but okay. What was Seiso? It's not the machete? What was he trying to do? Oh. He was trying to cut down the bridge, I guess. Yeah. He was trying to fell the bridge. That fits how things were left, but the reasoning for it was... Let's leave this reason for later. This answer seems to fit logically. I mean, what if he was trying to, like, weaken the bridge so that when his brothers walked across it, it would break and they'd, like, fall and die? Maybe? Anyway, to fell the bridge, he was using the machete to break the supports. While doing that, he accidentally damaged the cable. The leaking electricity went down the machete and flowed to Seiso's right hand. What a fucking idiot, bro. Like, what an actual dumbass. Why were you cutting the... why not just cut the rope? Why would you cut the... why would you cut the thick-ass electrical bridge supports? Like, any human being with a brain would just cut the rope. You know? I don't know why you'd do that. Unless, again, unless I'm just misunderstanding. But look, the rope right there looks a hell of a lot thinner. Like, if I had a machete and was trying to cut down a bridge, go for the rope. Where was the body found? On the lake? Body on a boat? Why would it have been found in a boat? Someone carried him there, I would assume. Did someone carry him to the boat? The killer? No. Why would he be So you mean to tell me that he electrocuted himself, fell off the bridge, happened to fall into a boat that was just like at the bottom of a lake for some reason, just like floating on the river for whatever goddamn reason, and then also happened to fall with the machete and also just happened to have the machete fall right into his chest? So not only Like, I could buy... Let's... You know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we're done with this. Then I will break down. Because maybe I'm misunderstanding. I'll give you a few more minutes, game. The body was found quickly. There would be a high risk of being seen moving the body. This can't be the answer. He fell out of the boat. The electrocuted Seiza was thrown off the cliff, and... Yeah, that is a rather reasonable answer. Why would there be a boat when he fell? That's one of my questions. I have many, many, many more. That is one of them. Was it a coincidence that the body fell directly onto the boat? That's what I'm saying, like... The body was discovered because the boat just happened to be there. Something feels off, yeah, there wasn't some spur-of-the-moment decision. This was cunning and precise, a devilish plan to achieve a goal. Then I need to find proof the boat didn't just happen to be there. Well, it was tied to a rope, so maybe somebody, like... The rope had been untied, but was still tied to the... No, it was tied to the pier support. That's it! It wouldn't happen to drift there if the rope was attached. But what if the rope is typically untied? It would be sent adrift by the wind. Ugh, I don't know anything about before the case. I can't prove anything. No. Someone had testified the boat's... Yeah, it was tied... Boat's mooring rope was tied by someone. Who was it? Has to be someone who's still alive. The one who testified about the boat. I do not... Bro, this was like 3 days ago. You think I remember that? Wasn't it Domon? Yeah. Yes, it was in their testimony. Maybe I do remember. Yeah, we wrap it around the pole here, but as you can see, it's been unwrapped. Maybe that's why the boat was floating off toward the shore. Fortunately, it was still tied to the pole, so I was able to pull it back in. We wrap it around the pole here. It was still tied to the pole, so I pulled it in. I see. Something floats to the surface with this testimony. The boat wasn't at the foot of the cliff by accident, and one other thing. Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion that we can draw is this. Bullshit. Sorry. I just need to say. I know the answer. This is bullshit. Like, okay, I thought the greenhouse rotating was a little far-fetched, but it's a rich fucking mansion. Like, these people are doing an illegal drug trade with an underground lab. I can suspend my disbelief a little bit that they would have a rotating greenhouse. I wish there was a little bit more of a way to figure that out on your own, but I at least didn't question the possibility of it once it was revealed to me. Even if I will buy the fact that there was a boat tied to the bottom of the lake, because that is decently reasonable. If someone planned to, they could tie the rope to the bottom of the lake. However, the number of things I have to suspend my disbelief about. Number one, that if he was trying to cut down the bridge, he would hack away at the thick freaking logs instead of the thin rope, first of all. Second of all, after being electrocuted, he fell, and even if the boat was tied in the water, the odds of him falling dead at this point and happening to just land in the boat obscenely low without, like, either it tip... Even if he fell in the boat, the amount of force that would be. But, like, the odds of him even hitting the boat are astronomically low, because it's not like... It's not land, it's water. Stuff still moves if it's tied out in the water. Especially if it's a rope, which can, like, slacken and lengthen. And I doubt that water was, like, 100% perfectly still. Again, even if it was, the odds, even if that boat was anchored to the fucking bottom of the sea, the odds of him falling into it are astronomically low. And then, on top of that, you expect me to believe that the machete he was holding just happened to fall into his chest? How does that even work? How would the machete? Because he would have to land on his back, and then the machete fell? But he was holding the machete, so unless he, like, threw up the machete as he was falling, which, mind you, he was dead at that point, wouldn't the machete have, like, hit the boat or ground first, or, like, at the same time? And again, even if, let's say, he did fucking throw the machete up into the air, right? Again, he was dead, but I'll suspend my disbelief even further. The odds of the machete landing, like, sharp side down right in his chest? This is, like, yeah, a Nagito level plan here. It just, the amount of suspension of disbelief that you have to do for that to have been what happened, I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. This has been such a long rant, but this actually, like, I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. Like, maybe one of those things I could overlook. But it's all of them in succession. Fantastic. Let's hear it then. 2 mornings ago, Seizo damaged the bridge support with a machete, trying to fell it. Again, not cutting the rope. A lightning cable was cut, and it electrocuted him to death. Sure. What? So it was an accident then? Hold on a second. Why would he try to cut the bridge in the first place? His motive was... I know that too. Looking at the proof, the answer is... the inheritance? Mayhaps? I would assume? No? Okay. Is it the drug deal? No? Oh. I mean, these are kind of the same thing, but I guess to sabotage the meeting, because if the bridge was already fallen, it wouldn't kill anybody unless they were on it, so... yeah. He was trying to interfere with the inheritance meeting. He figured he wouldn't receive very much of it, so... he planned on sabotaging the reading of the will to ruin the whole thing. To do that, he tried to fell the bridge to keep Inugami away from the manor. And that resulted in him getting electrocuted. He then fell from the bridge onto the boat, floating in the lake. See, like, look, in this picture, the machete is in the air. How? How did it get there? He would have had to throw the machete up in the air after he was already dead. It just wouldn't happen. As he fell, he let go of the machete. Its fall was slightly... That's not how it works. Like, if you drop a bowling ball and a golf ball off a skyscraper at the same time, they're gonna hit the ground at the same time. Unless I'm completely misremembering physics here, an object's mass does not affect the time it takes to hit the ground. It thrust into his abdomen as he lay on the boat. That's quite a stretch. Yeah, you don't say. The boat just happened to be there, and the body just happened to fall in. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. No, I believe the boat was placed there by the culprit. Yeah, but a boat on a rope, you do not have as much control over that as this game seems to think you do. They would have predicted the electrocuted body would fall onto the boat. Somehow. They would have predicted the exact spot that he would have fallen. I do think the machete falling and piercing him was a coincidence, though. According to the evidence, the boat was usually tied to the post with a mooring rope. However, at the time of the crime, the rope was untied for some reason. Isn't that right, Mr. Domon? Convulsions from the electricity? I still don't think that would make him throw the machete in the air. I mean, I feel like it would drop, but I feel like he'd drop it. But I guess, again, I don't know enough about being electrocuted to say for complete and utter certainty, you know? That's why the boat was floating off toward the shore. Then why did the killer plan to have a boat be there? It would be harder to discover the crime if the body simply fell into the lake. Well, the culprit must have wanted Seiso's body to be found quickly. Also, how did the culprit even know Seiso was going to do that? Seiso must have told them, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna fell the bridge. The end of the rope still being tied to the post tells us that. Huh? What do you mean? Can you explain it in a way that makes sense? The rope could be pulled back, making it easier to bring the boat back. So, the reason for wanting the body to be found... Yeah, you would get more of the inheritance. To correctly distribute the inheritance. Correctly distribute? Yes. If Seiso's body sank into the lake and was undiscovered, we wouldn't be able to know if he was living or not in accordance with the will. So, a part of the inheritance would be up in the air, and Seiso's portion wouldn't be correctly distributed. The culprit most likely wanted to avoid that. In other words, the culprit wanted to precisely reduce the denominator for the distribution, right? Then that would mean the killer is among the successors! And that woman is the only one that's left! It was really you who killed Yoichi then? Yori Mizuno? I already told you. I was keeping watch all night from the hall. That testimony no longer means anything. Dr. Shiratori already said that. Everything up until now has been traps. So of course we can assume Yoichi's killer was the same, right? If a trap was set up in advance, then last night's alibi means nothing. She could have secretly set up the trap during the day. Right. If all of the traps have been set up in advance, then... there is a possibility the trap was already set when I was on watch. That argument had already come up. In other words, the culprit could be... Mr. Shimobe? You don't suspect me too, do you? Let's calm down and think. Was there any evidence that proves she didn't do it? Wasn't she... since 6 a.m.? That was before... And Seiso was seen leaving around... It's this! Isn't it the same one that we did the time before? No? Oh shit. Was it being made... Oh, I see. She wouldn't have known. Before the will was read. Yeah, okay. It's this one. Can I save here? Yeah, just, you know, be safe. Since I'm at 1 life. The decision should have already been made on the first day's meeting. What? The first day's meeting? The trap that killed Seiso would have been set before the will was open. You know what? I'm going all in on my theory. The dad did it. He's alive, and he's the guy in the purple suit. Again, only 2 people knew the contents of the will. And unless it was Inugami, who was with me, Miss Mizuno didn't know the contents of the will, so she wouldn't have set the trap. It is impossible to know the contents of the will before it's been opened. Isn't that right, Inugami? That is true. Good of you to remember, as expected of the great detective. And as Mr. Shiratori said, the culprit for the Kukuri murders is probably the same person. If Miss Mizuno wouldn't have killed Seiso, then the others are highly unlikely as well. So Miss Mizuno wasn't the killer. Yes, that's it. The motives from this case have been from the details of the will. That is the truth. It's the theory. Wait a minute. It is impossible to know the contents of the will before it has been opened. Thinking about it another way, only the one who knew the details of the will could have set the traps? Someone here that already knew the details of the will. It's not Inugami, it's the other guy. There's only one person. It can only be... I'm gonna save here just to be safe. I think they want me to pick Inugami, but low-key I think it's this guy. No, but I guess we're gonna... I only have one life. I can't afford to be wrong. You know what? Fuck it. We're going all in on this anyway. I just want to see what happens if I lose. There's no way. Okay. What is the game over? Is something the matter? You're not hitting the mark. Percepta expected too much of you. No cool game over? Alright. Letting Inugami down, I was let go of PI. Okay, we do get a little more. And Witness kicked off the island. Oh wow, they start the meeting over? Thank God I saved. Is something the matter, Rei Shimobe? Why are you so pale? Look at me. Inugami, you said this about the will. Only the departed and I know the details. Is that true? Yes, of course. I'm the face of the Ministry of Justice after all. He's in on all this shit, bro. He didn't do it, the other guy did. There's no one more fitting than me to oversee the will of the Order's largest tycoon. Then, the only one capable of setting traps for the potential successors would only be you? You do have a point. A blind spot. It's a blind spot. To think the very Minister of Justice would. That can't be, can it? Mr. Inugami. Kishiru Inugami. You were the killer? Then the one that murdered me really was you. Come on, Rei Shimobe. And all of you, too. Are you really suspecting me? Do you think I, who administers the law and doctrine, would commit murder? Then let me say this. I truly did know the contents of the will, okay? But what of it? None of the Kukuri family inheritance would go to me. So, what reason would I possibly have to kill the brothers? That's true. Mr. Inugami doesn't have a motive. Hey, you! How do you explain that? That can easily be explained with one piece of evidence. The Kukuri inheritance wasn't unrelated to Kishiru Inugami at all. How do I... No, like... No, I just want the details of this one. Yeah. Try, okay. They agreed to keep it secret. Kukuri inheritance wasn't in... Well, I mean... Is it virus? Or is it like... I don't know what they want here. And I can't save. Shit. We might have to fast forward if I fuck this up. I think it's the will. If I remember correctly, there was an odd phrase in the will. Well, I tried reading it and you wouldn't let me. If no one fulfills the above requirement. Oh. You know, if I could have read the will transcript, that would have been really helpful. The entire inheritance will be donated to the SHUTEN order. If all successors perished or were disqualified, then the large inheritance will go to the SHUTEN order, correct? So it was money. You really did all this just for the money. Wait. Even if the money went to the order, I don't benefit from it. And if it did go to the order, wouldn't it be better for the lives of all members? That's only if you report this case, though. You're looking to settle it all here, putting it in your pocket. Embezzlement? In my SHUTEN order? I believe you are all mistaken about something. Do you really believe someone could process the entire Kukuri inheritance in secret? True, that wouldn't be possible. It's too large. It'd be impossible to hide alone. Right? Right? Plus, I don't have any interest in money. What motive would he have if not the inheritance? He wants the drugs. A reason for Kishiru Inugami to kill the Kukuri family. Could it be? This wasn't about the inheritance. I'm gonna save again. But wasn't it about the tobacco being cultivated in the greenhouse? I see. So that's it then. Tobacco? What are you talking about? The darkness of Kukuri Pharmaceuticals. Something not even you knew about. Am I wrong? Is it really just Inugami? Ugh. Boo. Tomato. Tomato. I thought my theory was way more interesting. Darkness? What are you going on about? Mr. Kukuri was growing tobacco in the greenhouse. You've seen all the flowers growing in the greenhouse before, right? So they were tobacco flowers? Why would the president illegally grow tobacco? It was supposedly of interest from a chemistry standpoint, at first. Then, some information was received from a source. Information that a component of the tobacco can be used in making a drug. Recently, a drug called virus has been causing a stir in society. What are you, a doctor, know more about this than me, an executive? I used the pharmaceutical route to spread the drugs Mr. Kukuri made to clients. I was in that sort of position. Shiratori had referred to Kiyomasa as a business partner before. So that's what he meant by business partner. I may have done it for money and crossed some bad bridges, but now it's time to step back. You think you can just get away with that? You were smuggling illicit drugs. There's no proof left showing I was involved. It looks like the dog of the law has soiled himself with murder, so he can't arrest me. What? You can't be serious. The president was seriously smuggling drugs? If this were to get out, the company would be ruined. Huh, that old bastard. To think what he was doing in secret the whole time. Drugs! What a rotten, evil bastard. He should just die. Oh wait, he already did! Can we get back to the topic? Alright. So, where were we? The motive. Why did Inugami kill the Kukuri siblings? Inugami, you're an avid smoker. You were possibly involved with drugs as well. You wanted more drugs. That's it! Such a lame reason, bro. Isn't that what you were thinking? So you plotted to uncover the drug refinement method known only to Kiyomasa. To monopolize that drug for yourself. That's nonsensical. It seems like you see me as some kind of junkie. You aren't? Even if I was. Would I really have a reason to kill the Kukuri siblings? To monopolize virus? And even if you knew there were secrets in the greenhouse, you wouldn't have actually known how virus was created, would you? So you picked off the siblings, cornered Yoichi, and tricked him into trapping himself in the greenhouse. If you did that, he would surely escape to the secret laboratory, not library, wow. In other words, it was a scheme to access virus. Well, seems I underestimated your deduction skills. Continue, please. Yoichi entered the greenhouse by himself and opened the hidden door to the lab. Even if that's true, how could I kill him? It must have been a trap. Yoichi was killed in the greenhouse by a trap that had been set beforehand. And what kind of trap was that, exactly? What kind of trap was Yoichi killed by? This is likely the greatest mystery of this case. It's okay. I've made it this far. By rethink everything now, I should be able to reach the truth. First, let's start with figuring out the murder weapon. I mean, it was pretty obviously the sword. The sword held by the goddess statue had bloodstains on it. I gotta save a lot because we only have one life. The murder weapon must have been the sword of the goddess. That is correct! Huh? Are you admitting to the crime? No, I'm just agreeing with your reasoning. Given the situation, the murder weapon can only be the sword of the goddess. However, think carefully. I'm going to refute you now. The sword cannot be removed from the statue. You confirmed that yourself, didn't you? So what now? How could that sword have killed Yoichi? Is this not supposed to be a trap? So is this the end of your theory, or will you persevere? Show me the so-called miracle of the fallen god. Yeah, I'm God. I have to be God, right? Like, I'm not the founder, or maybe I am, but like, I'm God. Neither God nor miracles have anything to do with this. I just want to know the truth. Even so, I can't see it just yet. What happened to Yoichi Kukuri? How can I solve this mystery? Are you actually gonna do something, girl? Sorry if this is not my place to say, but why was my pouch found in the greenhouse? Perhaps it's a hint to something.
The reason Mizuno's pouch was found on the ground.
Right. If we combine this with other evidence, we might start to see something. The other evidence... the capsule? Come to think of it, the pills in Mizuno's pouch... and the empty pill found in Yoichi's pocket... they are identical. What does this mean? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Was Yoichi plotting something? What exactly? Why did Yoichi have the pouch? Probably to kill, right? That's it. If Yoichi filled the pill with some kind of poison, yeah, and put it in the pouch, Mizuno might have mistaken it for her usual supplement and just taken it as usual. Man, girl should be dead like 3 times over by now. Perhaps Yoichi suspected Mizuno and... could it be before he himself was killed, he tried to kill Mizuno? To kill me? But if he used a knife or hit her head, the crime would be discovered immediately. That's why he came up with poisoning. To do that, Yoichi must have stolen Mizuno's pouch, to make Mizuno ingest the poison herself. And what was that poison? I don't... What's more toxic? I guess the virus would be the most, like, logical, yeah. Yes, it must be the concentrated virus solution. The concentrated virus solution? Apparently, 100% pure virus is extremely poisonous. What are you two whispering about? That's... oh, what'd he say? You haven't told me Yoichima's end. Are you really thinking for yourself? What? You act like you've been piecing it together, but hasn't someone been guiding you? What do you mean? Rei Shimobe. Could it be that someone is deceiving you? Deceiving me? Blessed be the Shuten order. Let me present you the painful truth. The truth, you see, isn't gentle at all. Why is that? Because reality is heartless. I will once again assert that Mizuno is the culprit. Indeed, Yoichi stole Mizuno's pouch and tried to frame her. But on the other hand, what if Mizuno got wind of it? In other words, Yoichi utilized the lighting system to rotate the greenhouse and avoid surveillance. He planned to return Mizuno's pouch to the mansion. Meanwhile, Mizuno, anticipating Yoichi's actions, quietly slipped out. Hold on, I was in front of Mizuno's room all night, without sleeping. Was there really not a single moment you weren't keeping watch? Well, I had my moments of drowsiness. Then Mizuno seized those moments to slip outside. How would she know, though, when Rei was, like, asleep or not? Then she fetched a machete from storage and headed towards the... This just doesn't make sense. At that moment, the greenhouse had rotated. Yoichi ran into her from the back. There, she killed Yoichi with the machete. No, no way. Are you saying she severed Yoichi's head and arms? She regularly uses a machete for work, so she could manage it, right? But why? First of all, if she did go to the greenhouse, why would she just leave her pouch there? She probably didn't notice it in the dark. It was night after all. Wasn't Yoichi dismembered to ensure he wouldn't survive? How about it, Mizuno? I didn't kill anyone! Please believe me, Mr. Shimobe! And as Mr. Shimobe said,
I won't give up on the truth. I want to live with my head held up high. So, yes, of course, I believe you, Mizuno. Well, well, you can believe because there is truth in it. The founder always showed us the truth. That's why we believed. That's the Shuten order. And the truth of this world. Can you show that to us? Yes, I have to. Or else we will never reach the truth. I won't give up! By the way, it's been almost 48 hours. Soon, it'll be 12 o'clock, you know. Once this meeting is over, you and I will be done. We'll have to leave this place. Can we uncover the truth by then? All I can do is wish you luck. Great detective! Mr. Shimobe! Yes, I will definitely save you. Yes, please save me, Mr. Shimobe. Don't worry, I'm slowly piecing it together. Save again. Because I think this is where we're gonna call it. Let's calm down and organize our thoughts. Okay. Yeah, this is where we're gonna stop. Because I got ahead, and I suspect we still have at least some left, so that's where we're gonna call it for now. Let's go ahead and move over to chatting. All right, and that was the next part of Shuten Order, Ministry of Justice route. I'm not. I think I've made it kind of clear I'm unfortunately not the biggest fan of this one. At least this route. I've heard from some people the other routes are better. I don't know, cause like. I've heard some people say this is the best one. I've heard some people say, like, this one's the worst one. I don't know. I'll have to play them all and form my own opinion. This is the only one I'll be streaming, though. Unless the story has, like, a secret, super long twist thing that's gonna extend it by a day, we hopefully will finish next time, but we'll see. I don't know exactly how long it is. This is our route. It is the route of all time. Unfortunately, I do have some pretty serious gripes with it, at least from a writing perspective. Everything else is great. The presentation is great. I do have issues with the mechanics as well, but snapping wasn't quite as annoying this time as it was in the last investigation, at least, but I said this last time, I won't harp on it too much, but I think snap as a mechanic is quite flawed as well. So my biggest issues, yeah, are the snap mechanic, and I just don't think the writing is super great in this route. Maybe they'll stick the landing at the end, who knows, but as it stands right now, yeah, unfortunately not a fan. But, you know, at least I get to riff on it a little bit. At least I get to go on my multiple minute tangents about how every star would have had to align for that murder to play out the way it did. But we'll see. I'm still not sold on it being Inugami. Maybe it is. And I just think if it is, that's kind of lame that he just did it for the drugs. Like, I'm not against it being Inugami. I just wish the execution maybe was a little more interesting. I wish he had maybe a little bit more compelling of a motive than just he likes drugs and wants the drug money. But again, I'm not gonna have a firm stance on that until we're finished, and I know for a fact that's, you know, what the story decided to do for sure. So we'll just have to see. Let's see, who are our top 3? Let me have a look. Boop, 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 boop. Boss Buster at number 3, Non-Triangle at number 2, and Zol at number 1. Thank you guys very, very much. I'd like to thank everybody who came for watching, for chatting. Always makes it so much more fun spending your Saturday with me. I hope. Oh, let's see. I am not gonna stream tomorrow. I know I usually stream on Sundays, but I am gonna be taking that day off. So I will probably, this next Saturday's SHUTEN order stream will probably be the next one I do. I put out a community post today to save the date for December 20th. That's 2 weeks from today. For something fun and exciting regarding the channel. So I hope y'all save the date. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me for now. Once again, thank you all very much for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and start to your week. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!